and members of Parliament. As we table the Government Communication and Information System 2022-23 budget, let us reflect on a year that has showed our people and this government. Most recently, devastating floods hit the parts of our country, causing a tremendous upheaval in the lives of our people, mostly in KZN, who are still in the process of building back after the riots less than a year ago. Ravaging floodwaters and the endless COVID-19 pandemic proved, though, that yet again, when we stand together as one nation, there is no challenge that we cannot overcome. We have inspiring stories of citizens who risk their own lives to save others, and how communities across geographical, racial, and cultural divides came together in support of helping hands and brave actions that the whole world bore witness to, crystallized President Cyril Ramaphosa's concluding words of the 2022 State of the Nation address when he said that we should leave no one behind. The one silver lining in the midst of any crisis in South Africa is that we don't talk about Ubuntu, we live it. Honorable House Chair, during these testing times, our nation's communication system, spearheaded by the Government Communication and Information System, GCIS, has been at the forefront to ensure that South Africans are kept abreast of critical developments and interventions. Communication became an essential tool as it provided reliable information that enabled residents to access government support and make informed decisions. GCIS convened the communication work streams consisting of government communicators to provide accurate, useful, and up-to-date information, frequently to assist those affected by the floods, while at the same time ensuring that the media network in the country was well informed of all official undertakings and processes. We will continue to use the power of communication to support the rebuilding efforts, and in the same way draw all South Africans into a united and focused national drive on the President's Economic Reconstruction and Recovery Plan towards a prosperous South Africa that we can one day say we build back better. Honorable members, the work of Brand SA remains crucial in ensuring that South Africa is positioned to strengthen our competitiveness and effectively bring the world to our door. As such, we'll invest 33 million rand to drive Brand SA activities to contribute to social cohesion, national pride, and active citizenship through the Play Your Part program. We must create favorable conditions to attract both domestic and foreign investment, tourism, and optimize trade relations with other countries. Therefore, the main thrust of the program will be promoting constitutional values, encouraging entrepreneurship to boost the economy and job creation, and doubling efforts to deal with the issues that negate our nation brand's reputation. Brand SA will invest 63 million rand in activities that advance our country's nation brand reputation to improve our global attractiveness, competitiveness. In doing so, we will support our drive to attract foreign direct investment as part of government's work to reignite economic growth and create much-needed jobs. Through targeted marketing campaigns of "We invite you to believe in South Africa" and "Think South Africa, Think Opportunity," we will positively position our nation with international, regional, and domestic investors. The campaigns will bring to the fore South Africa as a strategic entry point for investors through the African Continental Free Trade Area, or the AfCFTA, and will optimize these campaigns through support of programs, for example, to train 1 million women on the AfCFTA by 2025. We'll also use our nation's participation in the World Economic Forum, Mining Indaba, BRICS, and United Nations General Assembly to position South Africa as a trade and investment partner of choice. This will be complemented by our growing brand advocacy through the Global South Africans Network and targets South Africans living in the US, UK, China, Australia, and other key markets on the African continent. Honorable members, I would like to draw your attention to an important sector that is in the heartbeat of our nation's vibrant smaller communities. Community media has emerged as an alternate voice to the mainstream media. It adds to the plurality of voices we desperately seek as a thriving democracy. This sector has been hard hit by COVID-19 pandemic, which placed a massive strain on the financial resources of many community media initiatives, compromising the many gains we have achieved in the sector since the start of democracy. This year will therefore be a period of recovery for the community and small commercial media, supported by government through Media Development and Diversity Agency. The MDDA is in the process of finalizing the sustainability model for the community and small commercial media projects, which will be a first for the local community media sector and is supported by the United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization, UNESCO. The thrust for the model is centered around the theme of building a resilient and future-forward community and small commercial media sector. We'll also support the sector through a grant funding policy to ensure the growth of the community and small commercial media projects. The MDDA has approved grant and seed funding for 24 community radio stations and 10 community and small commercial print projects across the country. We believe that this will go a long way in helping the sector stabilize and begin a path to recovery. Community media that operates in poorest, vulnerable, and most economically underdeveloped communities find it nearly impossible to generate revenue through traditional means such as advertising. Our fundraising and support strategy aims to assist these media to become self-sustainable over the longer term. We are targeting international donors and major media companies for financial and non-financial support. And in this regard, over the last financial year, we launched an official fundraising strategy. This year, the agency introduced bold, innovative interventions to the community media sector. The agency has set aside 40.5 million rand for its digital innovation strategy, embracing innovation as a catalyst for change within the community media sector. We'll also champion research to advance media development and create body of knowledge for the sector. Our program will ensure that research becomes the bedrock for the strengthening and sustainability of community and small commercial media sector. The MDDA has developed capacity building programs to provide community small commercial media with the necessary skills and training, specifically targeting historically disadvantaged groups. The agency has set aside 4 million rand for research and training interventions. Next year, the MDDA will celebrate its 20th anniversary, and as we prepare to mark this milestone, we remember many successes such as funding of 512 community media projects. We will continue to build on this legacy as we create an environment for media development and diversity that reflects the needs and aspirations of South Africans. Honorable House Chair, as I conclude on behalf of our Deputy Minister Siweya, communications allows us to transcend barriers and divisions. It allows us to drive our economy and society forward. We will use the power of communication to harness the unyielding spirit of South